Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Agito live video. This video is going to be a little different. This is a recording from my stream that I did today on January 1st, 2024. And it's a little bit of a rant and I get a little unreasonably angry and I may use some choice words about the new KGV item, her new augment for Azur, and how it is terrible, bad design, and should be redone. I know I'm not the only one upset about this, but I feel like they oftentimes don't change things unless other communities get mad. The global community oftentimes is ignored on these kinds of things. So it's just terrible. It's a bad item. The choice that it makes you choose between is not really a choice. It's just a bad choice over a bad choice. It's a trap for a new player. Like a new player would look at that and think, oh yeah, this is a really good idea. I should use this item because it's for her. It's supposed to improve her. And that's just not what it does. So, and especially because there are examples in the game of a similar situation being done the correct way already. So the fact that this was done this way is terrible. And I'm being vague because I'm not going to get into the rant again before the video starts. So yeah, if you like my content and you want to see more of it and you care about this situation and want to hear your voice heard, please leave a constructive comment down below. That's much more constructive than this rant is about to be, because I'm still really heated about this, like unreasonably so, I'll say again, because I really like KGV and I just don't think this was a good design choice. And yeah. If you like my kind of content, leave a like, a subscribe. Come on over to twitch.tv/AgitoLive, where I talk about this kind of stuff, and I play the game, and I do all my account reviews and account roasts and all other stuff. So yeah, enjoy the video, or the rant, or whatever the hell this is. Bye. Record this, because I'm going to put this stupid rant. I might put this stupid rant on YouTube. So some of you may or may not know that George just got a new augment. Okay. We're gonna do I have the gold to make it? I do. I'm gonna make this augment because it's so fucking garbage. It's so garbage. We're gonna make it, but it's terrible. Okay, we're gonna max it out. We're gonna max it out, and then I will explain why this thing is so fucking stupid, and I cannot believe they did this. This is the stupidest augment in the game. This is bullshit and it shouldn't exist. Okay? So, unequip, base, out of the box King George, right? You've got to equip a shitty gun to get 75% reload on your first salvo. Okay? You get an extra 20% crit on your main gun and it decreases the spread by 2, which is really good for that shitty gun, right? Really good for this shitty gun right here. This shitty gun, okay? This really shitty gun, all right? The spread part is nice. The crit is nice. The first salvo is nice, but the gun still sucks, right? Now, on this skill, really cool, right? You get an extra 10% damage against all these different factions, and if you have other royals, you get all these extra stat boosts. Really fucking cool. Really awesome, okay? Just a nice, cool thematic skill point for her character. Whether she's good or not doesn't matter. Good thematics, okay? Good thematics, good character design, good skin, good personality, all these other fucking things, all right? Great fucking character on like just a standard board, all right? On my HMS only account here, she has carried me quite a bit, very far in a lot of different ways. She can't hack it in the later worlds, but it's good. It's good. This fucking augment just pisses me off. All right. And here's why. So the augment adds this little extra effect here. And this is all it does. This is all that the augment does. It doesn't add anything to this. All right. It doesn't add anything to this. It adds just a little bit of text here at the very end that fucking kills this whole fucking character. Okay. If there is so let me read the whole skill so you understand. Increases the ship's damage dealt to Sakura Empire, Ironblood, Sardinia Empire, and Siren ships by 10%. It's cool. She has like a little bit of a Siren killer in there, right? Really fucking cool. Awesome. If there is another Royal Navy ship in your fleet, increase the ship's firepower, reload, evasion, anti-air by 20%. Right? Right? They did lower that number a little bit, actually. I didn't notice that before. They didn't know that number. However, if there is no other Royal Navy ship armament optimate in your fleet, this ship's armament operating skill does not need her to equip the shitty gun. Okay? However, that means she now no longer gets the 20% stat buffs, but now she can equip any gun and get these bonuses. Right? So instead of getting both of her bonuses, okay, like, you know, all the 20% to all of her other stats, you now have to choose between getting those bonuses or getting the other stats. Here's the crazy kicker though. You would never use her outside of the Royal Navy anyways, because normally you're probably going to be running a factional fleet. So you're going to want to run her with other Royal Navy ships, right? So the general concept of the game is, like, at this point especially, is that you want to run faction ships oftentimes outside of like big UR ship moments. Okay, so this literally says if you run her with her faction, she sucks. If you run her without her faction, she'll be slightly better, but still not as good as she could be, because you don't get the other 20% to all her other stats. You just don't fucking get it. So fuck you, fuck this character, and fuck this design. I understand that I am unreasonably mad about this, but I actually love this character, all right? But this is fucking terrible. This is shitty design. The character was like, hey, you should put her with the Royal Navy. Let's give her a bunch of bonuses when she's in her faction because she's King George. Yeah. But hey, wait, but now, don't put her with her faction and she'll be kind of slightly better. So, cool. And it's not even still, like, here's the thing. It's like, okay, you get a little bit of reload on that first shot. Cool. And you get 20% crit rate always. Okay, that's nice. That's cool, right? A little bit of spread reduction doesn't really matter for most of the good guns that you can now equip on her, right? However, you're now not getting 20% to firepower, reload, evasion, and anti-air. You know that thing she needs? All those stats that she needs to be, like, actually effective at the game, you know? Crit rate is whatever at this point, because it doesn't matter. She has no firepower, no reload, no evasion, no anti-air. It doesn't fucking matter because, oh, you're not running her with her faction. Why would you ever play this character? So augments are supposed to make a character better, to make a character a little more relevant. Not UR levels of relevant. They don't need to be UR levels. Just it's just supposed to help people feel a little bit better about the character. Okay? Just a little bit better about the character, all right? Like Laffy's augment. I don't have it on this account because this is my Royal Navy only account, which, by the way, now on my Royal Navy account, I can't fucking use this augment, by the way, for her, because on my Royal Navy account, she's worse. In my factional account, she's now fucking worse. Worse. In the account where I'm supposed to use Royal Navy ships, by using the item that was specifically made for her, she's worse. She's slightly better, but not on the factional account. She'll just be worse. She'll just be worse. It does nothing. In fact, on my Royal Navy account, it does nothing. Just realize this, that on my Royal Navy account, this does nothing. Yes, that's a good suggestion, Ken. It should be the exact opposite. It should be, if there is more Royal Navy, she doesn't have to use her gun. Her faction is propping her up, you know, or something. Or add in, if there's an Eagle Union ship, she doesn't have to use her gun. If there's another factional ship, she doesn't have to use her gun because they're giving her a better gun or something. All I know is that by making it a choice between one or the other, she's fucked either way, right? You're just losing a whole part of her kit either way. Like, why? Why is this a choice? Why would you? This is like a trap. This will be like a trap for some players, right? They're like, oh man, I'm running a factional ship. I'm running my fun, like, Royal Navy characters. I don't really read my skills or know a lot about the game, but I'm going to run like QE and Dido and fucking King George. And I'm going to have like a whole like backline. It's going to be great and fantastic. Guess what? You're actually just fucking yourself. That's it. Okay. 20K gold. Yeah, 20K gold. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's 20K gold for this bullshit. Okay. Oh, she gets 35 hit and 15 hit and 35 firepower. Oh yeah, so good. Like, yeah, regular augment is what? Oh, it's 20 hit, no firepower. Okay. And then on this one, which is the light version, so it's 25 again, and some anti-air, which I guess would be reasonable because she's not going to have that with this one equipped anyways, because you're going to run her with royals who buff other royals or something along those lines. I don't fucking know. Look, I understand that I'm probably unreasonably mad about this, but this really pisses me off because let's look at some other augments that have come into the game. Let me just switch accounts real quick. Let's go. Yes, let's go to my Iron Blood account. Let's go back to my Iron Blood account because over here, let's see, Iron Blood. Let's look at Graf Zeppelin's augment, right? Graf Zeppelin's augment, okay? All right. Okay. Let me just, unequip it real quick. Let me look at her skill baseline, right? Decreases the damage that everybody takes by 15%, blah, blah, blah. She gets aviation. She was changed a little bit there, right? Efficiency is 30%, right? Right? Equip her augment. Go back to the skill. Is it Bloodhawk? Is it this one? Yeah. Now, she has an airstrike. Oh, that's cool. She didn't have one of those before. Awesome. And as long as she has, and then that's it. I think that's all it adds, right? It just adds airstrike. Yeah, it adds an airstrike. Wow, that was really good. It just gave her more. It gave her more of what she already did. It gives her an airstrike, an extra airstrike, an additional airstrike. Wow, what a good augment. Wow, no choices. What a good augment. So good. Let's look at a character that's a little bit more complicated, right? Let's look at Tirpitz. Tirpitz had for the longest time a problem with being with other battleships, and people love Tirpitz, right? She has to be, there can be no other BBs or BCs in your fleet, right? None whatsoever, right? But now, thanks to the Lonely Queen of the North Flag augment item, she can now at least be with her fellow Iron Blood BCs and BBs, right? It's fucking good. It's real good. It made it so that you can now equip her, put her with not just Bismarck, but with FDG and UVH and all these other Iron Blood ships and the other ones, and that's it. Look, all I'm saying is, whoever at Yostar designed the concept and then the implementation of this, I'm going to go back to it because I'm not going to let this go. This is definitely going to be on YouTube. Whoever designed this, you designed something bad. I think the concept was, we'll give players a choice. Do they want all these stats or do they want the reload and all this other stuff? There are ships in this game. There are literal ships in this game that have all of the things that this character has, and then some on top of that, and then some on top of that. Ships like, I don't know, Vanguard, just to name one in another faction, just to name one. Just one. Okay? It wouldn't have broken the game to just be like, hey, you don't have to use your equipment anymore. Problem solved. In fact, I just thought about this. I think, now, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go to my main. I'm pretty sure Huh. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Wow. There's already an item in the game as an example to show that all you had to do was just make it so you didn't need the special equipment. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to do anything with the second skill. All you had to do was make it apply to the first skill. You don't need the special equipment. That's it. You don't need it. You did it for one character. That's it. That's all you need. That's it. So, if you don't like this kind of stuff, if you don't want to see these kinds of changes in the game, you want to see better changes for our Azur lane, right? The next time they do a survey, or if you can go to their feedback or whatever, please let them know that they need to do better, because this is terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I know I'm being unreasonably mad and loud about it, but it's still bad and it's terrible. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's not a choice. It's not well designed. It's terrible. You should have just did what you did with Lotorio and changed it so she just didn't need her gun. That's it. It's a simple fix. It's all you had to do. I ask for more. I ask for a better change. We're not CN players, so I know you guys care a little bit less about what we say, because oftentimes I don't think anybody over here ever really says anything anyways. So it'll probably not get changed, but I feel better having ranted about it. Do you feel better, chat? I don't really care if you feel better. I know I feel better at the moment. So unreasonable rant over. If you like this type of content, don't expect more from me, because I usually don't do this type of content, and I probably won't do more of it in the future. But I had to get this off my chest. King George is one of my favorite characters in the game, and this just really irritated the shit out of me. So please leave a comment. Please leave a like. If you don't like this, please comment below about it, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Fucking ruin the character.